Thank you. Sara shared us to three Baltic neighbors, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonian expectation about corporate governments enterprises. But if I may, I have a small presentation or status quo about Latvian status quo. And in my presentation will be 3 points: Latvia's ownership portfolio, implementation of OECD guidelines, and future development of corporate governments of SOS. About ownership portfolio, the Republic of Latvia currently owns share in 78 companies, of which 63 are 100% owned. And since the management model is decentralized, the shareholders of these companies are several ministries, and many of which are also responsible for sectoral policies. And similar to other Baltic countries, the largest and most important state-owned companies are in sectors such as energy, transport, communication, and forestries, and which also provides the largest dividend to the state budget. About implementation. Since joining the OECD and implementation in the OECD guidelines, the governance of the state-owned enterprises has been streamlined, starting with the approval of strategic goals by the Cabinet of Ministries. And the state implements the active investor principles. It means setting ambitious financial and non-financial goals, and political influence is minimized. The Cabinet of Ministers is the highest decision-making body regarding the setting of strategic goals, the valuation of participants, and the distribution of dividends. And Latvia has two-tier governments in large SOS, which means that there is a supervisor boards and management boards. As a coordination institution, this case in the State Chancellery also has its own supervisor council, which is made up of representatives of largest shareholders, respectively ministries. 9 years will have passed since 2016, and overall we can conclude that the OECD guidelines provide a good incentive to provide governance processes in Latvia. During this time, we have also discovered many things that we need to be improved. A few years after the introduction of the OECD guidelines, and evaluation of the implemented reforms was launched. This was done with financial support from the European Commission, and we regularly monitoring the development of corporate governance processes in neighboring countries, Lithuania and Estonian, and carried out of information exchange project with the Nordic countries. And in addition to that, the State Chancellery is also actively involved in promoting innovation in state-owned enterprises. One of the significant outcomes from previous projects and evaluates with the introduction of shareholders' inspection letters. Parliament just on this November approved changes to the corporate governance law that will be help categorized companies based on their revenue. It's mean companies grouped or selected as commercial, non-commercial, and state-dependent semi-commercial SOS. And our parliament approved change to the corporate governance law to introduce sustainability reporting by the state-owned enterprises too. It's all. Thank you.
Thank you.